What's up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers video review. And today, the figure that we're taking a look at is the Transformers Legacy G2 Universe Walmart exclusive Cloudcover. Cloudcover. So I reviewed the Seekers before, the Earthrise Seekers, and I thought that they were pretty decent. But I haven't reviewed any of the G2, any of the Coneheads. So a friend of mine loaned me this and says, hey, do you want to take a look at this and review it? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So Cloudcover. Now, I'm pretty certain that this is meant to be like pretty much everything else in that line from the Toxitron or G2 or whatever, the exclusives that Walmart had, like that whole year, this year, I guess, or I don't know, they were all like unreleased G2 concepts. And I'm pretty certain that this is one of them as well. I'm not sure of that offhand though. So in terms of accessories, he comes with 2 null rays. Pretty certain, and I don't have them on me anymore, but pretty certain they're the same as Starscream's null rays. They go on his arms just like they're supposed to. I suppose you could stick them to the undersides of his arms if you want to. And they are painted in black, molded in white. He does have a black sprue. His face is definitely molded in black, and his toes are molded in black. But the way it works out, the null rays came on a different sprue, so they didn't have a whole lot of options on that. Or rather, they had options, they just didn't want to take them because it would cost them more in the long run to put completely new null rays that are exactly the same as the old one, just on a different sprue. Because they did clearly make a new black sprue for these engines here in his face. But anyhow, there he is from the back. Basically all the same stuff that we saw on the Starscream and the main Trio Seekers versions of this. It's all pretty much there. The knees are different. The shins are different. Of course, the wings are different, so the way the wings attach is different. For one thing, the wings, I've been putting them up like this, whereas on these original ones, they'd go down like that, but it's just how it would be. There never was an F-15 variant with the big delta wings like this. The closest we got was the F-15 Active, which was originally Air Force. It was an Air Force prototype that then became a NASA test bed. That sucker actually flew until, I say fairly recently. It's been like 20 years. But I'm a Gen X guy. Anything after anything after the year 2000s is fairly recent. But anyhow, yeah, in terms of articulation, it's going to be basically the same as we've seen on the Seeker mold before. So head is on a ball joint, looks up, doesn't really look down. It will swivel. Shoulders will go all the way around, go out for the full tree pose, bicep swivel. Elbow joint, just the single bend elbow joint. And his wrist will do that if you really want it to. If you bring this up, no, didn't the other one have a waist joint? I could have sworn it had a waist joint. Maybe I'm getting confused with the Siege one. I don't know. Legs go that far forward, that far back. This butt flap doesn't move, so it gets in the way. Goes out for, how much Van Damme do we get? Tell me. That's only about 60% of the Van Damme. Thigh swivel here, knee bend there. Let me see if I can get, no matter how I do it, the knee, this panel tabs into the knee and it just wants to disconnect. Yeah, no matter what I do. You can get a little bit of motion on these, but that doesn't really help you out in terms of posability. And the ankles are the same as on the Seekers. They got a little bit of tilt in them, and the toe and the heel move for transformation. So there you go. Speaking of transformation, to get this guy transformed up, we're going to take his head and just slide it right into the actual nose. That's the cone head right there. Yeah, boy. You want to pop this up ever so slightly. Bring this all the way out. Bring this up and around and then out, and then this will kind of click into place there. The arms, we're going to take these null ray cannons off. The arms do the same doohickey that we've seen before, where you take this and crack this open. Double joint that in and then close this down. And the same with the other one. Fold that in, click this over the top. Of course, this is still mostly the same as the old classics Starscream, which was a great figure, by the way. Pop this open, Combiner Wars that leg in, and then close this back up. This will close solidly over that waist armor there. There's a tab here on the back of the butt flap that will tab into the leg, though we will first want to make sure that both of these legs tab together before we start doing any weird hinky shit with it. There we go. Tab together, tabbed in, close that up, make sure that the feet are closed. We're going to flip this, ease this gently into place. Ease this gently into place. And there you go. There you got him. You can attach these to the underside, to the side of his body there, to the underside of the wing like so. Or my personal favorite, to the side of the jet like that. That's where I like to put them. Of course, to me, that's where they feel the most conformal. But yeah, there he is. He's got kind of a digital camo print on him. I do like the G2 Decepticon logos. I am still upset that the G2 the G2 Optimus Prime didn't come with G2 Autobot symbols, but I'm just happy that the G2 symbols are still seeing some love, you know. But I don't know what the story is with these little swept forward like wingtips. That seems like bad aerodynamics to me. But I don't know. Maybe that's because this isn't the type of airplane that I work on. I don't do the supersonic stuff. I do the little guys. Anyhow, you can still stick your finger in here and swoosh them around. Well, there we go. This finger works better because then I can... No landing gear still, but you know what? He'll sit down. All in all, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know that I would go... I mean, unless you got the hots for this exact color scheme. That would be the thing to go for, this exact color scheme. It's kind of like a zigzag stripe. Well, not zigzag, but it's all diagonal. Like they're all in a line. The mold is compelling. I don't know exactly that the color scheme itself is, but maybe it's just because it's weird. I'm not used to this color scheme for a Seeker, but all in all, it's a pretty decent figure. Heartily recommend. At least half-heartedly recommend. But anyhow, that's about all I got, everybody. Thanks for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya.